Pedestrians, welcome back to the channel of H-Ero. This will be a channel cover part 71 intro. So guys, we continue where we left off at episode 70 in the pitch black void of space with the black background basically. So yeah, we can just continue where we left off, and in this episode guys, we just have a little bit of side story of Hitomi, and from there I don't know what else to show you guys. So in the second half of this episode, I decided I want to do something similar to what we did back then, somewhere in the 50s. And we're going to play a special character side story. Well, not a side story, but a particular scene with a particular character. And you guys seen this before. So without further ado, guys, I'm just going to show you guys what I mean. It's kind of hard to explain. So without further ado, guys, let's just jump right into the town uncover side story of Itomi and a special character as well. So let's go! Hello Pedestrians, welcome back to the channel of H-Ero! And we will just continue where we left off in the previous episode and be near the end of episode 70. So we're just going to continue where we left off, and let's just go. Okay, I think I read this already, right? Oh, I'll just read it again. It didn't really hit me now until I felt until recently, and again, I don't want to just dump this whole thing on you and expect you to just fully accept my feeling just like that. And even if we just remain close friends, as long as can be close enough to you to feel like I can't begin paying you for all the times you help me believe in myself and what I'm doing, then even then, I'll be happy. Will you really be happy with just that much? Yes! Because you'll be more to me than just the label a relationship would give us. But I would be lying if I said I didn't want to have such a label one day either. As long as you can see me as someone as close as I see you, then I am genuinely satisfied. What the fudge? Alright. Let me just, save here. There you go. So guys, I don't know if there's like a massive impact with the selecting these options. So, oh man, I could have ended the episode like just a couple more seconds, but to think this through. But I'm not sure what to choose, guys. I'm kind of curious if if I select one of these options, will it impact the main story or impact like anything in general, or this is just for Hitomi's side story. So I'm going to pick this one because this is Hitomi's side story, and it's been quite some time we didn't do Hitomi's side story, so I'm going to do this one, guys, because I feel like Hitomi deserves it. She's pretty shy and kind, and I think she deserves a lot. So I'm gonna pick this one, become more than friends. Well, I'm not. Hitomi, I like you too. I think I liked you since the very time we talked, honestly. And while I assure you that I would have done everything I've done for you so far regardless of my feelings, as that's the kind of person I am, I would be lying to myself if I also pretended that my choices weren't even a bit motivated with my own desire to get closer to you. I still don't like how you feel like you need to pay me back for all that I've done. But if you're thanking me right now for allowing you to be a bit selfish through this whole time, then I think it's fair that I'm allowed to be selfish this one time and just come out and say how I feel, while fully accepting that all that you're showing me. I really like you, Hitomi, and I want to become even closer. I'm thinking about to break down and cry right now. John, thank you. I promise I'll do everything in my power to make sure you never regret the decision. There isn't anything you could do to make me regret it in the first place. Is it too early to start using the word love? Because I love how you always seem to know what to say. I think I can't allow that one in that case. You'll always be precious to me, Tomi. I promise you'll always be someone I keep close to my heart, no matter what happens. That's all I ever truly wanted. Alright, give me a moment before I burst into tears and become a sobbing mess from how happy I feel. God, I still haven't finished reviewing the footage, and we got super sidetracked with all of this. No, not that I'm complaining, of course. Don't worry about it. But what happens now after you review the footage, Well, I'm going to go into the biggest work binge of my life as I start working on the next few chapters. My hiatus has gone long enough, and I want to have things ready since the webpage I post my webcomic is on apparently... Wait. I post my webcomics on is apparently gonna go through a restructure soon. Alright, some changes are coming and I may need to resubmit my work for approval. Though my contract on the website assures me that nothing to worry about. So just some changes on moderators and admin stuff, but I want to show them my new business. Alright, nice to see you all motivated about this then? Definitely! Though I need to focus for a while as I continue my work, so I'll be needing to pause our modeling session for a week or two. Wow, we just have a beautiful memory and you're already getting rid of me just like that? No! Of course not. It's just that... Relax, I'm just messing with you. You do what you have to do and text me if you need my help or anything. God, don't tease me like that, you doofus. Sorry, I just couldn't resist. Still, as long as you need, I hope all the references we made proved useful then. I am certainly they will. Although... What's wrong? Well, I'm going to be really busy once I start working and all. But I don't want to say goodbye just yet, so... Would you allow me to be selfish one more time and be willing to spend the night here with me? Getting bolder and bolder out of nowhere on me, huh? I like to think I have my moments. What do you say? Well, I have to give home a quick call and let them know about the change of plans. Okay, but I'm sure I can be arranged if I forgot that out here. They think I with Jacob or something. So is that a yes? Absolutely, great. Well, since you're staying for the night, from what I've seen so far on the footage, I could use some better shots from some of my starting poses. Are you up for another round? You read my mind. Alright. The next morning. So Hitomi lives here? Yo! This is where Hitomi lives, interesting. Okay, cool. So what does it say here? Wait for the 20th of the month. Alright. So I guess we somewhat completed Hitomi's side story. We finished Miss Alloway's side story. And it says wait till Friday. What is it? What's today? Wednesday. Okay. So yeah, wait for Director Lashley. Progress with Mrs. Smith for here. And wait for the later of the month. Okay, cool. So we completed almost everything, guys. Yo! That is awesome. Okay, cool. So we completed everyone's side story so far. We cannot progress with anyone else's. So I wonder what we could do, guys. I legit do not know what to do. Okay, so there's this. We could do this one, guys. We could finally, maybe for once, we could progress with the main story. I didn't mean to do so many side stories, but the problem is that when I was trying to progress with the main story in part 44, man, such a long time ago since I made progress with or try to make some progress with the main story in part 44. I did record an episode progressing this main story, and as I said in part 44 or 45, I believe, I don't know which number it was, but I went to talk with Edward and I went to this other world, and the game didn't make any progress at all, and I couldn't progress with the main story at all. So I wonder if it's because I didn't progress with the side story, or if the game is just because it's unfinished, or there's something wrong with the main story. I just don't know. So that's the reason why I did a lot of side stories, because I just don't know. So maybe I'm gonna go off screen for just a moment, guys, just to see if I could do some progress with Edward's side, not Edward, with the main story, and see if it fixed. If it is, then we will continue with the main story. And if not, we're gonna go back to that one scene in that part 44. I think it's in part 44 where we choose to sacrifice Effie or not. So yeah. So whether we choose to sacrifice yourself or Effie. So I'm not sure what to do at this point. So I'm gonna go off screen, guys, so do not worry. We will come back to some place, whether it's Friday to progress with Mrs. Smith, or we're gonna finally progress with the main story. So hold on to your pants, guys, because it's gonna be a wonderful ride. All right, guys, I am back. I did some little experimenting off screen, and it seems like the main story is functioning again. So, guys, I'm not gonna continue with the main story on this episode because I want to keep this organized, and I strongly believe that the main story is gonna be quite a long scene, quite a long episode. So I'm gonna keep that for episode 72. So for the remaining of this episode, I decided, since there's like pretty much nothing I could do like for the side stories, like for Itomi, I have to wait for the 20th of this month, which is quite far off because I think in the calendar inside the game is like on the 4th or something like that. So we're gonna wait for this story for quite a long time. For Miss Alloway, I accidentally completed her side story. I didn't expect it to be that short, or I just did her side story back to back because how convenient it was. So we finished Miss Alloway's story. For Mrs. Smith, we have to wait till Friday, which is right now is Wednesday, so we cannot progress with her. We have to wait for next week for Director Lashley's side story. And for Jane, we have to progress with Mrs. Smith. So that's it for that. And then still don't know why, but you can complete her side story instantly by just taking off your clothes at the beach, and that's it. So that's it for hers. And for Mrs. Smith and Jane's story, we have to wait later in the month. So there's nothing I could do for the side story right now. So there's one thing I decided to do. Do you guys remember what happened in episode 50? Well, we're going to do that now, and we're going to choose the other option. So before we go to the cafe, Effie's not in the cafe in the morning, so what we have to do is we have to work in the morning, do one shift, and now we can go to the cafe because now Effie should technically be in the cafe now. Because she's only there in the afternoon. There you go. See, Effie's right there. So let's sweet talk her and let's see how it goes. Hey, gorgeous. I'm craving something sweet, something I could sink my teeth into. How about you? Would you like a cherry with a cheesecake? I try. I would be lying if I say it didn't work a little. And there you go. We start 3 charisma points, and your relationship with Effie has increased. So let's have some fun. I was wondering if you wanted to have some more fun tonight. Ooh, sounds great. Meet me outside my house just after the sun sets. Awesome, I'll see you then. And there you go. So what we have to do now is that I'm gonna work again. So time passes, and while time passes, we could also earn some cash. And there you go. Now I have 2170 cash. Cool. So all we have to do is meet Effie right outside her house. So let's go. Hey John, ready to have some fun? Ready doesn't even describe it. Sorry, but I always get what I want. So, ladies and gentlemen, pedestrians, you guys know the drill. Just like in episode 1 or episode 2 or somewhere in the early episodes, we get invited by Jane to her house, and similar to what happened in episode 50, I'm gonna cut this off screen, guys, for those who are watching on a public platform such as YouTube and Rumble. And for those who watch it on Patreon, you guys gotta stick around. So, let me continue reading. If you're not going to leave early, are you? I'm going to stay as long as you want me to. Good boy. So, those who are watching on YouTube and Rumble, I'll see you later, guys. And those who are watching it on YouTube and Rumble, welcome back. So, we just had a wonderful H scene with Effie. So, this is the plan now, guys. This is the plan that I've been thinking about. So, as you guys can see on the phone, right? For Hitomi, we have to wait for the end of the month. We finished Miss Alloway's story. We have to wait till Friday for Mrs. Smith. Either way, Director Lashley until next week, and Jane to progress with Mrs. Smith first. Then we finish Violet, and then for this, we have to wait till later into the month. So we finished every side story that we could possibly complete. Right now is Wednesday night in the middle of the night, and I decided that maybe in the next episode, part 72, we could continue with the main story, because I checked off screen before making this recording that the main story is working and functioning again. So guys, you know what that means. In part 72, we will return to the main story and see what happened to Effie when we decided to let go of her hand and we captured her and I guess I could put into simple words, took her to the other world, to the parallel dimension where everyone is just nude or something. I don't know how to describe it, but yeah. So the official plan that I had is that I'm gonna go back to like part 44 and choose the other option where John sacrifices himself, and then the story could progress. But it turns out that that in part 44 I couldn't continue with the main story because once I was there in the other world, I couldn't progress with the main story because I thought I believed that there was some glitch in the game and I couldn't progress with the main story, and I thought, wow, well, is this the end of 0.46a? And that's what I strongly believed. So that's why I started doing a lot of side stories up to like 70 part 71. So yeah, guys, so that's the reason why there are so many side stories up to this point, and we haven't made progress with the side story. Sorry, with the main story. So now that I checked that the main story is working, I think it's because of I had to progress. I had to make progress with the side story with many characters, and I think now it's time. It's time to progress with the main story. So look forward to part 72, guys, because it's gonna be amazing. So, pedestrians, this will be the end of part 71. If you want to see more of a town uncover, hit the notification bell to keep you updated. Don't forget to like and subscribe to help me make more content of this game and maybe other games in the future as well. So, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoy this. Have a lovely and special day. I'll see you all in the next part. Later, everyone.